We're going to go through the home reading fluency practice that's coming home with every kid. This will go home Mondays and come back Mondays. There will be several stories in it, and you will need to read with your child 3 times over the week. It takes less than 5 minutes to do, and hopefully you're reading already 15 minutes anyway, so you can build this in. And they're going to read the story with me at school on the Monday, and then they will go home with their duotang, and they will read it with you again 3 times. I know the camera's a bit fuzzy, so I apologize for that. But we have 3 reads. We have the first read, the second read, and the third read, and that's at home. We're going to mark them for accuracy and words per minute. We only have to do for 1 minute. It's just 1 minute of reading, so we should all be able to find that time, hopefully. So the first thing that you're going to do is get a timer. In this case, you can see I've gotten just a Google timer here. Use your phone. That's usually what we do in class, and just have a little timer. When the kid is ready, we're going to say go. We hit the timer and we go. We're going to record each of their errors. Now, an error is not if they correct themselves. That is called a self-correction. It is not an error. However, it is an error if they say the wrong word or skip the word. So I'm going to read through it as if I was a kid, and I'm going to show you the exact process of this. So, kid says go, I'm ready, and we say okay. Well, we're going to start it at 0 and go. There is no school on day. The teacher said, it is spring break. Next, wheel. The class cheered. Amanda was so happy about spring break. She would not go to school for the week. She wanted to do some things fun. Can we go to the zoo on Monday? It is the first day of break. Amanda asked her dad. Dad said no. So you saw that when the timer went, we stopped. We just put a little line. So at the end of this, I can say at 1 minute, they read 60 plus 61, 62, 63. So they read 63 words per minute, but, so I'm going to just kind of note that it was 63, but let's see how many errors they had. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 errors. So I'm going to say 7 errors. And 63, take away 7, so that's going to take me down to 56. So 56 correct words per minute. Now the next day that I read, I'm going to take a different color. So in this case, I'm going to do blue, and I'm going to read through it again. Now they'll have seen their errors last time, and hopefully you've corrected them with them. And now we're going to hopefully not get the same errors, and if anything, we can get a little bit further. So we would the next day or the day after, because it's only 3 days out of the 7, but I know that we can be busy. So hopefully, and the next time we read, we're using a different color to mark errors. So in this case, I'm going to start the timer when they're ready and say go. There is no school on Monday, the teacher said. It is spring break next week. The class cheered. Amanda was so happy about spring break. She would not go to school for a week. She wanted to do something fun. Can we go to the zoo on Monday? It's the first day of break. Amanda asked her dad. Dad said, no, we can't go to the zoo. You must go to the I didn't get. So now on the second read, I'm going to find out how many errors. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm only counting the blue ones. 4, 5. So only 5 errors. So I'm improving, and I got more words. So I look at 69 as the end of that line, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So 74 minus 5 is 69 words per minute, correct. On the third day, that's the next read and the last read for the week. So on the third read, I'm going to go again. I'm going to start my timer. You kind of get how this is working. And I say, go. There is no school on Monday. The teacher said it is spring break next week. The class chartered. Amanda was so happy about spring break. She would not go to school for 1 week. She wanted to do something fun. Can we go to the zoo on Monday? Amanda asked her dad. Dad said, no, we cannot go to the zoo. You must go to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned. And so at that point I got to and. But did you notice? Can we go to the zoo on Monday? Amanda asked her dad. So he or she skipped this whole thing. Each of those words, unfortunately, are an error. So that's why we encourage finger tracing the whole way. So for the last read here, I'm going to look at my errors. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Started with Amanda, so that didn't count. So 9 errors total. So I would write 9 down at the bottom. Just going to see if I can type this up a bit for you. So this shows the actual, I'm going to try and get it clear there for you. This shows the actual writing of it, of my scores basically. So I'm done the timer. I have my score. I had 9 errors, and if I look, I've got 78 to the end of this line, 79, 80, 81. So 9, but I had 81 words per minute, so now I'm going to do 81 minus 9 is 72. So they actually improved the words correct per minute. Now we're still at the decoding phase, so it's not a big deal yet if they're sounding out. We actually want to encourage that. If they miss words, try and cue them back so that they know it the next time. It does lead to some memorization, but that will also lead to some confidence. On the back of that sheet, you will see some questions. Each one will have one set of questions for it. Let's get this clear. And they just have to answer it. So what happened in the beginning? Amanda went to the dentist or she was excited? So they just circle. She was excited. How does the beginning introduce the story? It tells who Amanda is. It tells when they are going to the zoo. So we just go through, they go into what happened in the middle, what is the problem, all of that. So that comes back. It's going to be in a green homework folder for each week. Pretty shiny. You will see it come home, and it is due on Mondays.